Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I am bringing you all an updated 2023 no foundation makeup look. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get right into this video. First things first, I'm going to go ahead and take this Il Makiage primer, and I am going to apply this primer in my T-zone areas because you know I am an oily girl. Okay, and then we're going to follow up with the Sephora pressed powder, and I'll definitely go ahead and link all of the product information down below, but I'm using this powder to also aid with my oily skin. The primer and the pressed powder together gives me more of a mattified look. So now I'm taking this Balm Concealer from Sephora, and I am using this to cover up my dark spots. So I chose a concealer shade that is darn near identical to my actual skin tone. So that is a big tip. And I still have a few dark spots, even though my skin looks a lot better than it did in my last two previous no foundation makeup routine videos. And I just went ahead and took an eyeshadow palette that I would be using later on in this video to fan my face because we want that product to dry down. And then I'm taking a foundation brush, and as you see, I am literally kind of like pouncing that product into my skin, and wow, look how that disappears. What makeup? Right, okay. So I'm getting along my jawline area where I have a lot of dark spots because I pluck a lot of hair. And also that is from hormonal acne. So now I'm going in with my Sephora concealer again, and this is in a lighter shade, and I'm using this to highlight my face as usual. So that is underneath my eyes, my forehead, down the bridge of my nose, above my lip, and my chin area. Here I'm taking that eyeshadow palette once again, and I am using that to dry down that product underneath my eyes. And next you see me taking this e.l.f. concealer brush, and I am pressing that product into my skin because we want maximum coverage. Maximum coverage is the goal, and I feel like a brush does a lot more when it comes to coverage versus a sponge, especially a wet sponge. We want coverage. And during this part of the video, you see me mainly blending out the edges of the lighter concealer. And then later on in the video, I'm going to go ahead and focus in on the concealer that is left underneath my eyes. Here I am taking the Fenty Beauty Match Stick in the shade Espresso, and I am using this to contour or to bronze up my face. So you're going to see this around the perimeters. Next, I took a smaller brush, and I am using this to contour my nose. I do not play about my nose contour. I like to start at the tip of my brows, and then I like to bring it down. And I love a really snatched nose. And I also love how this matchstick that I'm using, the shade is more warm rather than cool toned. So it gives me more of a bronzy look that I absolutely love. To blend out the rest of my contour, I took this nice fluffy brush, and I tend to blend up when it comes to my cheeks and my jawbone areas, but when it comes to my forehead, I like to blend down. I told y'all I do not play about my nose contour, so I went ahead and took that brush, brought that lighter concealer up on my nose for a slimmer, sleeker bridge, and then I took the foundation brush with no additional product, and I used that to blend out the edges of both the lighter concealer and the contour. This is an additional step, so I took a lighter concealer shade, and I literally just added a dab directly underneath my eyes for a brighter look. I took my favorite brow pencil from ColourPop, in the shade Bangin' Brunette, which is a lighter, I wouldn't say light, but you definitely don't want to go too dark on the brows. I feel like this shade is perfect for a natural brow look. So this is my little brow routine. You can see it. I don't really have to say much. It's very simple. I like to be very light-handed with my brows. I feel like my brows are pretty full. So yeah, here's a little brow routine. But if you want a detailed brow routine, just comment down below and I can go more in depth for y'all. To clean up my brows, I am taking that Sephora concealer, and I only use this concealer to go underneath my brows. I do not take concealer on top of my brows. That look is so 2015, 2016. We are not doing that in 2023. And if you are still doing that, ma'am, stop it now. Stop it now. Side eye, side eye. LOL. No, I really have to stay off TikTok. But in all seriousness, if that's what you do and it works for you, then by all means. But me personally, I do not like that look on me. So yeah, this is just what we're doing, and we love a natural brow look. So we're going to go ahead and do that today. Here I am gently blending out that concealer with the e.l.f. concealer brush that I also love so much. And I like to start at the very top and, start with a soft blend and then kind of blend it out as I go. And I'm pressing that product basically all around my lid. We want coverage because we are applying just a little bit of eyeshadow. And the additional concealer that I added underneath my eye should have dried down quite a bit. So I went ahead and blended that out as well. Next, I am taking my girl Laura in the original white translucent shade, and I am first pressing that into my skin with a nice Real Techniques brush. And then I like to go in with a disposable sponge, and I like to bake. To set my cream bronzer, I went in with my Fenty Beauty bronzer in the shade Mocha Mommy. And I'm starting off with my nose contour, and I am applying that bronzer the same way I applied the cream bronzer. So I started at the tip of my brows and I bring it all the way down. And of course, I did the same thing to the perimeters of my face, my jawbone, my cheeks, and around my forehead. I did take some additional bronzer in a deeper shade just so I can have a more chiseled look. I followed up with a brush that I used to swipe off all of that loose powder. And this is how my face looks after I got done swiping off all of that loose powder. But I'm still going to go in with that pressed powder that I used before to kind of melt everything together. I love blush, so I took this blush palette And I used that orange shade in the middle, and I applied this right on top of that contour. For some reason, I cannot leave my eyelids completely bare. So I went in with that contour shade or the bronzer from Fenty Beauty, and I am literally swiping that color all over my lid. And then I even take some underneath the waterline. I finally used that eyeshadow palette. I am taking a burnt orange shade, and I am only placing that right there in the corners for a more bronzy summertime look. Now we're getting into the smaller details. I took some eyeliner and applied that into my waterline. And instead of using liquid eyeliner, I took that same eyeliner and just applied some above as if it was my liquid eyeliner. And then I just used a smaller detailed brush to blend it and smoke it out. I absolutely love applying strip lashes. So today I'm taking my lashes from my brand, ELSW the brand, in the style Dream Girl, which gives me a nice flirty cat eye look that the girls are trying to achieve with their lash extensions. I am applying that in just a few seconds. Look how beautiful those lashes look. And they are absolutely perfect for an everyday look. Morphe keep raising their prices on the continuous setting spray, so I switched out and I'm trying a new setting spray from Sephora, and it works well. And now I am taking a little bit of highlighter from Fenty Beauty, and I am just applying a subtle amount underneath my brow bone, down the bridge of my nose, the tip of my nose, and where else did I apply this? Above my lip, my Cupid's bow. And there we go, just a little bit on my cheeks. And then I followed up with Max Gold Deposit. For lips, I'm taking this Maybelline lip gloss, and I am applying a dab in the center. And then I am going to go in with my Fenty Beauty Gloss Bomb in the shade Sweet Mouth. And I just love to overdo it. I love a glossy lip. After I put on this nice brown button up, I went ahead and took some brown lip gloss, also from my brand, and I applied that lip gloss as a topping to kind of mute out all of that pink. And look at this. It looks absolutely perfect, y'all. So we are at the end of the video, and I am getting into some close-ups. I want y'all to see the magic up close and personal. I absolutely love this look, and I hope you guys enjoy watching it. And I cannot wait to see y'all on my next video. Thank you all for the support. If you have not already, please make sure you go ahead and subscribe, like this video, and comment down below. And I am looking forward to a great year with y'all. I'll see y'all next time. Bye, y'all.